So, we're seeing it time and time and again that a high value man and a high value woman, whatever you want to classify that it can tend to be a recipe for disaster. Like, look at Tom and Gisele. Like, if you ask me to point to a relation, Tom Brady I'm talking about, if you ask me to point to a relationship where I'm like, what's the ideal relationship? NFL Hall of Fame quarterback, GOAT, the best ever to do it, supermodel, babe, boss babe, all that, come together, family, kids, and now they're getting divorced. Then you got
because he didn't know when to stop. She held it down, sacrificed her whole career.
What other career does a man need to retire at 45? No other career.
It's not about needing to retire. He doesn't have to work financially. They're taken care of. His kids are growing up every day. A football player has to be at the facility at 7 a.m. They have to leave the house at 6:30. Yeah. They don't come home till 6 o'clock. The kids go to bed at 7:30. That's an hour and a half that you're in the child's life. 2 hours, and then on the weekends you're playing ball.
Well, you actually have a unique perspective because you're engaged and you're a child with an NFL player.
So she's raised those kids.
Yes.
And not just her, but those kids are waiting for their father. And he's given I'm sure there was promises behind closed doors like, let me just get this one last ring. Let me just do this one last thing for my legacy. And it's like, well, I don't know. I mean, what else? What more does he want to play for?
But isn't that kind of the position that you're kind of debating yourself? Is that you're between your career and your family right now?
Well, I haven't won the Super Bowl yet. I didn't get to prove.
But you still had major successes, though.
Nowhere near. To me, I'm a disappointment.
But that could be where he's viewing himself. To him, he could be in a place where I feel like I'm a disappointment. I want to be more for my kids. I want to do more for my kids. I want to be more of an example for them. Like, that could maybe be where he's also struggling. Because you also don't know his side. You don't know her. You don't know the situation.
Tom Brady's like, it's not even a debate about him. So the debate's been won. The accolades are there. The money is there. The family's taken care of. Go home.
But his internal success, you don't know his internal success,
you're putting that cap on him, though. You don't know what's
going on in his mind. To him, maybe he wants to be bigger than the Tom Brady that people see him today.
And then when he gets that, what memories is he going to have with his children?
Well, that's a sacrifice and a thing that he's dealing with. But it's essentially the thing that he's looking for more. He's missing something.
I feel him, and I think that life is about balance.
Well, it's crazy because I love the fact that you're obviously with an NFL player, and I understand, and being a supermodel, mother, wife, I get it. You want your man to come home. But this man is, men say, strive for greatness, focus on success, focus on excellence, not so much women. That's like a mantra within men, in the manosphere. Find your purpose. You're talking about a guy who's like the greatest to ever freaking do it. And he's like, just let me continue to be great and work on my greatness. Okay, we have an entire off season for kids. And by the way, just one last year. Like,
the
stick
entire
with me.
off season is filled with training, by the way.
That's fine.
Media,
but she's been with him 20 years or however long they've been together. She's like, give me one more year, baby. Now you're going to go fucking blow it all up because you don't want me to be great? It's almost selfish, but I also understand why she thinks. Oh, my God. Well, I also understand, hear me out, why she thinks he's being selfish. I'll
tell you why. Yes. Because he just won the Super Bowl in Tampa. Like, what other
2 years ago. He lost last year.
Okay, so he lost last year. He should have, that's when you're in the casino and you keep playing and you lose your money. He should have retired after he won the Super Bowl.
Yeah, but you don't tell him. Like,
you don't
know how many.
And by the way, I love Tom Brady and I grew up in Boston. So the fact that he would even retire from the sport is devastating to me.
But that's what his purpose is. Everyone says you got to find your purpose. Find your purpose. He found his purpose.
But he's not a mother.
And now you wanted to cut it off? While he's still doing it?
Because think about it,
he's not. What she signed up for,
he's
man.
not.
Okay, but we don't know the conversations that went. No, he said in the media, he said to us publicly, I've made a promise to my family. Be a man of your word. You made the promise to your family. Your wife who makes more money than you and is actually kind of just as iconic, right? She owns Javiana's freaking flip-flops.
Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. See, I know your man got to be having problems.
She put all that on the side to raise her family and expected her man to come home after a certain amount of wins. So it's like, that was the deal. I'll hold it down, babe. I'll put my career on hold.
What if he says, babe, I'm
now
sorry.
It's time. And he's like, I want to keep playing. She's like,
says,
you
babe,
selfish
I'm sorry.
ass.
I thought I was done, but I'm not done.
She's like, am I not enough for you to be fulfilled? Am I the supermodel who could support us both?
that though. It's like the NFL was like genetically embedded in this man. He's been doing this shit.
It's time for him to experience life after for long.
That's why they're getting a divorce, because it's essentially Gisele telling this man to stop doing what he loves. And it's like how old is he? 45. 45. It ain't like he about to be playing for 5 more years. You've been doing.
You don't know that.
He's not gonna play till he's 50.
No.
But even
you never know.
People didn't think he was gonna play till he's 45.
That's true.
But either way, like once he's done, it is a wrap. Like you got him all to yourself forever. Well, what's another?
And that's and you know this with athletes, or I mean, you're not there yet. But these athletes, when they retire, they end up getting depressed because then now they lack purpose.
Yeah.
And then think about Tom Brady.
Since you're a
or
teenager,
they become The Rock.
But then think about Tom Brady.
How many rocks are there, Julz?
Tom Brady would definitely be, or Shaq. Tom Brady could definitely be another iteration of that.
Correct. But I'm talking about the other 99.9999% athletes. They retire. And now they're like, what do I do with my life now?
And then think about Tom Brady.
And that's why NFL players...
Remember how psycho he is on that field?
Yeah.
You're bringing that home now.
So if you like that clip, click right here to watch another. Or if you want to watch the entire Soscast, click right here.